What up, y'all? It's your boy Denim Jeans back at it again with another video. And today, we're just going to be doing the same thing we've done for the past few videos, talking about the playoffs and what's been going on with them. So we're just going to jump right into it because there's a lot I got to say because there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. It's been crazy. Oh, my God. We're just going to start in the Eastern Conference Finals, or Eastern Conference first round, 1 versus 8 seed. The Bucks finish off the Pistons in 4 games. No surprise there. Giannis Antetokounmpo does his thing. Shows why he's an MVP candidate, MVP front runner in my opinion. The Pistons did everything they could. Blake Griffin came back even though he wasn't 100%. His leg was all taped up, wrapped up, and couldn't really do anything. So we'll see. We'll see what the Pistons can do next year when Blake Griffin is healthy again, and if he can stay healthy for the playoffs, maybe they take a game or two off the Bucks this year. But he was hurt, gave everything he had, wasn't enough to even take a game off the Bucks. They're looking good going into the next round. Now we got the number 2 seed Raptors finishing the series against the Magic in 5 games. The Magic gave them a little bit of a scare by taking the first game off of them. People are like, "Oh no, are the Raptors doing the same thing that they always do and messing up in the playoffs?" No, fluke game. Raptors handily beat them the rest of the series. Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry moving on to round 2, no problems after game 1. 3 versus 6, 76ers versus the Nets, like the same thing as the Magic versus Raptors. The Nets took a game off the 76ers, and the 76ers said, "Hell nah, we ain't letting nothing go down that shouldn't be going down." Finish that game off, or finish the series off with 5 games. Joel Embiid being a monster like he always has been. I'm excited what the Nets are going to do for the future with D'Angelo Russell, Jared Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, and their team being so young and already making the playoffs with a winning record. So it'll be exciting to see what they do next year, but this year they're clearly outmatched by the 76ers as they move on to the next round. And the last thing, the series that surprised me the most, Celtics sweeping the Pacers. They were just too good. There's no one that could really guard Kyrie Irving except for Victor Oladipo, and he was obviously hurt. This year, I wish him a quick, speedy recovery, and he comes back next year just as good as he's been the past 2 years. But the Pacers without Oladipo, there's nothing they can do defensively to stop the 76ers or to stop the Celtics. So that's it. Celtics in 4. They move on to the next round versus the Bucks, which should be a fun series, a really fun series. We'll see what happens with the Bucks if they can bring Brogdon back and have him here for game 1 of the second round. They may wait 1 or 2 games just to see how the series plays out. They go up 2-0. They may just hold out and keep him out into the Eastern Conference Finals, to the Eastern Conference Finals versus whoever wins between the Raptors and the 76ers. But um, I really hope that Brogdon can come back because he's someone that you can throw in a guard position to guard Kyrie so that you can keep, um, you know, you don't have to put like Middleton on him. Bledsoe's a pretty good defender too. Bledsoe can probably handle Kyrie Irving, but I think Brogdon will be able to do it a little bit better. You don't want to bring Middleton out onto a guard because then you're going to have a guard guarding a forward, and that's not something you want either. So if Brogdon doesn't come back, Bledsoe will have to hold his own against Kyrie Irving, which I think he'll be okay, but no one can really shut down Kyrie Irving, and I think Brogdon would just do just a little bit better. So Bucks versus the Celtics in round 2, and the 76ers versus the Raptors. Those should be 2 very good series. Those should be 2 series that go 6, 7 games just because of the quality of play of both teams. None of them, they're not going to get swept. They're too good for that. So I'm excited for the Eastern Conference playoffs. Moving over to the West, we got the Warriors and the Clippers, and the Clippers are going off right now. They're down. I say that, but they're still down 3-2, and they're probably not going to win the series, statistically speaking. But they won that 1 game where they were down 31, came back, fought back, won by 4, and then the game last night where they Lou Will went off, and then they beat the Warriors by 6 or 7, even though Kevin Durant went for a dang near 50. So it'd be interesting to see what the Clippers can do now, because maybe they force a game 7 because they're going back home to Los Angeles, and they're going with the momentum of having won last game. There's no pressure on them to win this game because no one expected them to even be in this position. No one expected them to win a game in this series, and now they've won 2, so they got the momentum. They've got nothing to lose, and they're going to play all out with all their heart. And the Warriors, they may be getting a little tight saying, "Oh, dang, are we about to blow another 3-1?" oh dang, we're the 1 seed, we're about to lose to the 8 seed. So all the pressure's on the Warriors, and that may be something that the Clippers can use to their advantage. I'll be watching Game 6. See what happens. 2 versus 7. Spurs versus Nuggets. Best series so far. Best series so far. Going 7 games. It's going 7 games. Just watched the game. The Spurs just beat the Nuggets at home, tied back up. It's going back to Denver for Game 7. We'll see what this young team can do in the Nuggets. See if they can withstand the pressure of a Game 7 being the 2 seed versus 7 seed at home. And really, that's it. We'll just have to see what they can do. They're talented enough to win the game, but will the pressure get to them? Because it's not going to get to the Spurs. They're too experienced. Greg Popovich is too good of a coach. He's been there too many times for them to be nervous. But there'll be a little jitters, of course, the little pregame jitters everyone has, but they have the experience over the Nuggets, which may be the difference in Game 7. We might see a 7 seed upset a 2 seed. Now, talking 3 versus 6, Damian Lillard is a god. How you going to step back from 37 feet out, drain that hole, and then walk away saying, bye, Westbrook, bye, Paul, peace, bye. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That was the best game of the playoffs by far. Thunder losing 5, and deservedly so. They played like dog shit. And Damian Lillard was going off. He was too good. Averaged 33 points for the series, shooting 4% from 3, 8 from 12 from like 35 feet or 30 feet plus or something ridiculous like that. And the Thunder just didn't shoot well from the field. Russell Westbrook didn't shoot well. Paul George didn't shoot well. The whole team was just playing poor. And you can't play like that against Damian Lillard, or he's gonna go off. And that's what he did. So we're going to see Damian Lillard and the Blazers redeem themselves from last year after getting swept in the first round to now beating the Thunder in 5 and moving on to face the winner of the Nuggets versus Spurs in round 2. And then the 4 versus 5 matchup, we have the I'm blanking really hard right now. We have it was the Trailblazers, and then after the Trailblazers in the playoffs were the Rockets and the Jazz. Rockets finished that series off in 5 games. The Jazz fought really hard. They tried their best, but it wasn't enough. James Harden is just too damn good. Too damn good for them. No surprise there. So we got the Warriors, winner of the Warriors-Clippers series, facing the Rockets. And then the winner of the Spurs-Nuggets series facing the Trailblazers. Those should be 2 really good series as well. I don't think the Warriors are going to win, so it'll be Warriors versus Rockets. And then a toss-up for the Spurs-Nuggets versus the Trailblazers. But I think the Trailblazers win that series regardless, especially if Damian Lillard keeps playing the way that it is now. So let me know what you guys think about how the playoffs have been going so far. I've been enjoying them. It's been incredible to watch. I think the next round is going to be even better. But let me know your predictions for who's going to win the Game 7 versus the Spurs versus the Nuggets, and who you think is going to win the series between the Warriors and the Clippers. That's all I got for you guys now. I'll be back probably at the conclusion of round 1, so after the Spurs play the Nuggets and after the Warriors play the Clippers, just to do a final recap of the first round. But that's all I got for you guys now. Peace.